And they're going. All right. I should probably turn this clock back on. Okay. It's, as he said, it spells. What's this? What's this red card on the far right? Do you know?
Aria of Flame.
Okay.
Maybe.
That's his win con.
I don't know if that is Aria of Flame. I can never tell. I don't know how many artworks things have.
Could be anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you handle this because apparently my voice does not translate. Because they heard me the first time, and they're like, I didn't hear you the second time. I guess I'm not boisterous enough, or they thought I was just muffled garbage.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, so Thoughtseize took this thing here. Timmy's got to be the odd duck with the way he keeps his stuff, which is very weird, but it's all right. We haven't seen an old school player that puts his lands forward yet. That would be a hoot.
Yeah. When you say spells like that, you see all these spells, you almost wonder if it's like a Phoenix type of deck, but maybe he just
like
wants to win with Aria of Flame. Assuming that's Aria of Flame, we don't know. We don't know shit.
Yeah, I got to get on the ball and upgrade to that 4K monitor back here. Randy, listening in. Find me a hookup. Need some 4K-age in our lives. Yeah, all right. It's good to be back, though, as always, every week. We're excited for Modern. Oh, he's considering, too. Everyone's considering. But what are they considering?
What are they considering? Putting a card in the graveyard, I guess, is what you would consider.
Yeah. This giant thing that, I mean, he obviously has to do some considering because he had to read it, so. I think it's a big giant snow draw spell. Alright. Usual stuff.
I hate these lands. They're all like shiny, and so I can't tell what the fuck they are.
Well, one's a forest. He's got
Sultai. He's got
Sultai for
I
sure.
can see it, but those at home, they don't know.
I mean, they could see better than us, maybe, if they
possibly.
have a 4K monitor.
Very possibly.
They could be seeing better than we're seeing. Alright, Manamorphose, making some mana. It's 2 mana. Spent in blue on an opt. Okay, he's digging. He's digging. What's he digging into? And he's going to do that. Okay, he did all that.
How do you feel about this kind of like dredge-like graveyard that he's got going here?
It's a little different. I've never seen anyone do it this way. That's fine.
It does look very dredgy, but...
It does, but they usually always keep the other
this
side.
to me tells me that there are no phoenixes. like he's definitely just spells.
Yeah. I don't know. There's still quite a bit of deck left we haven't seen yet, so maybe there may be phoenixes lurking around. Let's see if we can see what's in his hand, see if he's picked something up new. And there's Kraken? Oh shit. Oh, it's a stupid thing I just moved. Here we go. Fucking up my camera mojo here. Okay, it's this Bjorn guy, or whatever the hell he's called. Here's this thing. I'm pretty sure at end step. No, in response, he's going to try to hit a counter spell. It's the Kamigawa spell. Look at the top 6.
Yeah, this costs 3 mana, though, right?
Yeah, it does. But the thing you hit, if it's 2 CMC, you cast for free.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Sure.
Now you find something, and then if the thing...
I just got to reveal that, right?
Yeah.
Is it a spell, or is it just any card?
No, it's a spell, but I can't remember.
You have to reveal it if it's a certain thing.
The wording could be fucky.
Well, I mean, if it says that it has to be an instant or sort, you have to reveal it, because otherwise you could lie and just steal some other thing.
I'm just going to definitively find out. Although I don't remember what the hell the thing's called.
Yeah. It's like so late now. Okay, so he's doing this thing.
Oh, the Pyromancer. That's what it was. It was a Pyromancer's Ascendancy. That's what he's doing. Yeah.
And I think it turns on with 3 counters, correct?
Yes, they pretty much.
He's almost there.
I haven't seen an old-fashioned Ascendancy deck in fucking. Well, I don't even.
It's been a while.
It's been a long time. Okay, so that I think is Aria Flame. So he's playing both. So it's an Aria Flame and Pyromancer's Ascendancy thing. Can't believe the base from my booth reverberates through the shop. It is only 2.
God, it only needs 2 counters to do the thing.
Yeah, that's pretty powerful.
I don't really love Ascension in this economy.
Right.
Everybody's got main deck hate for it.
Well, except for Micah.
Except for Micah.
Except for Micah right now. He doesn't have shit for it.
Except for Mr. Sultai over here. And Micah plays a snow dude that does snow things.
He untaps. I think he untaps stuff. No, I guess he must. Oh, okay, must have been before his end step. Can't remember the guy's name. I'm pretty sure it's Bjorn or something Viking-y. There is no Bjorn in Magic. I lied. I'm gonna play tap land. What does Micah have? What do you have, Micah? What are you working with over here? The Ascendant Spirit. That's decent. Tim is kind of remand, helix stuff, things that kill things. So Pyromancer's Ascension. I'm gonna see the wording on that. God damn it, stupid keyboard.
And there's a prismatic ending of his own. Copy fizzles. And remand. Copy fizzles. Interestingly, there he could actually remand his own remand.
Right.
Don't know why you would do that, but you could.
Pyromancer. It's not possessive. That's what was fucking me up. Okay. I wonder what. Yeah, it's weird. Anyway. Insert a spell. 2 more counters. Copy the spell. Yeah, that's fucking. The card is pretty bonkers, man. Definitely lost.
And we have come to the end of game number 1 and round number 1.
Oh, Micah just could not deal with the cantrips.
So, you think Micah has graveyard hate?
I hope so. You got Damping Sphere. I mean, that's.
Does it do anything?
It doesn't do anything to copies, does it?
I don't think so.
No, it doesn't do anything to copies, so it doesn't do anything.
It's one of these sideboard cards that, like, I would never play 3 copies of. You know, like...
I suppose it depends on the meta overall, but...
Like, I feel like it's actually just one of those, like, kind of ungodly, like, not very good.
I mean, you really
I don't really love it as a sideboard card, honestly. I'm like... I think that, like, we're to the point in Modern where these, like, permanent-based, like... sideboard cards are just kind of trash.
Unless they have protection of some kind, and then that's even dicey.
Yeah.
So what he really needs is some enchantment distraction. So it looks like Tim's bringing in some counterspell magic. Monastery Mentor to heal use.
Well, he does have
Force of Vigor.
Force of Vigor.
That's good. That's going to be helpful. Yeah, I think the Damping Sphere is probably going to bite him in the ass at some point. Maybe it'll fuck him up on his own spell tempo.
Yeah, I mean, it's just going to be a card that he's going to draw, and that's going to suck.
That will also suck, yes. Yeah. That will definitely also suck. So, those are some issues that we've identified. Let's see what happens, though. It all depends on how things line up. Yeah, I definitely would have felt better with more, way to remove permanents. So it looks like Tim's... Oh, he's not trimming on those. It looked like he was for a second. He's trimming on the Aria. Looks like he just trimmed
You know what's interesting in that when he wanted to remand that big 4-mana thing, something kind of interesting with this deck. If he would have had, like, say, a cantrip like an opt, he could have cast opt first, and then response to the opt, he could have cast remand, remanding the thing and remanding his opt, so he could have drawn a free card. Just like
that is gross.
Yeah, just neat little tricky things you can do like that.
Yeah. Power, it's a pretty strong card for sure. It is very easily answered in the modern meta, for sure. But people still play.
It seems kind of sad that remand, the extra remand, just went to waste.
Yeah,
it's a free card somewhere.
No, I mean, so if you just cast the remand and make the copy of it with only one thing on the stack, can the copy remand? Oh, no, that wouldn't be good.
Yeah. Once it remands the one thing, the other one doesn't have a target.
Yeah, you need 2 targets. Yeah. All right, so he's looking at some spells and lands, and that's pretty much.
I feel like that's what his deck wants. Maybe that's too many lands. That's a lot of lands.
It does look like maybe one too many lands. Looks like Micah's working with the.
His hand looks clunky as shit.
Yeah, it does look very clunky. That probably should have been a mulligan.
Yeah.
It looks like Tim's mulligan, so maybe
he agreed. He agreed. Too many lands. Mike did not agree that his deck looked too clunky there. The thing I don't like about it is it looks land light, and it also has that horrible hate card that doesn't actually hate on anything.
Is he really?
Like this hand looks atrocious to me.
Little Hume. Little Hume. Are you keeping a 1-land hand? Just because of that hate card? That's not good enough.
That hate card doesn't do anything.
It doesn't. It's especially not going to do any good for him. Yeah. Well, we'll have to talk about that after the fact. Yeah, definitely. That is definitely a pitch. I feel like it's just a classic trap that a lot of people fall into. Hey, here's my sideboard card. I got to keep the hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just, and he's got the consider. Yeah, I'm sure helps his decision, but
it'd be really good in his deck. Instead, if he had instead of that, I think would be just some like Veil of Summers.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. Actually, that would be great here. So Tim's looking at.
Although he didn't have a lot of interaction, but those shuts down those remands and get you some cards.
I mean, Tim does kind of durdle, so that definitely will help him.
Yeah, he's not really doing anything, if we're being honest.
He's not, but once it happens pretty fast. So, yeah, that's a good bin target. Okay, did you get a land? I really hope you got a land, Micah. Oh, you fucking didn't get a land. But you got another consider, I suppose, so. He's not dead in the water. Yet.
No second land, but he does have that card in his hand that can tax him on stuff. God.
I mean, it's definitely not a great match. He has a lot of creature considerations and his spells in his main, so this is an awkward match for him regardless. So it's definitely not kind for him that way. But yeah, he definitely...
I love me a good Thought Scour.
There's land, please. Oh, good. Good.
Well, I feel like he doesn't even deserve that land.
What's he playing? He's playing this thing.
All right.
So I feel like if you were committing... You committed this hand because of the hate thingy. Why wouldn't you just play the hate thingy? You went through all this trouble just to keep that thing in your hand.
Maybe he realized after the fact that it was no good.
Could be. Could be. Okay, well, he's going to fetch, and he's going to consider. And hopefully dig himself to his third land.
Or maybe he's just getting a come into play tap dual land.
Okay. Fixing them colors. And did he draw him into a land? No, he didn't.
Oh, that was an odd thought scour there. I don't know.
It was. I think maybe his thinking was to try to mill his lands to keep him
just,
stuck.
that makes no sense.
It doesn't work now.
Well, whatever. Say if he was playing black, then I'd think that maybe he's playing Drown in the Lock, but
Right.
I don't know. Maybe he's got into the story or something.
He's got a lot of stuff in his graveyard.
It's actually kind of dangerous to mill Micah's deck. He's got shit that comes back.
Yeah, which there are 2 in there now, so
Yeah.
they're
He just needs lands, I guess, in order to make those pop.
He does. He does need lands. That's really exactly what he needs. Like, absolutely.
Oops.
Land! Come on. Come on, Micah. We believe in you. Draw land. We know you have the power. I don't think he drew land.
No. I would have played it if I had it.
And kill that. And kill that. See? I still feel like he should have just played the damn hate card. I know it's not good, but it would have stopped that from happening.
Yeah, but if
He wouldn't have
he wouldn't have had those things on the battlefield.
Oh, he's going to play that one. Okay. I probably would have just let that go, because he's going to play a Pyromancer's Ascension and then just do all the stuff.
He is low on
Cards,
stuff.
Yeah. Oh, he's just going to jam this here lane line? No?
So
Okay, he thought it was a land. I see. Land, Micah. For the love of God, draw land. Yeah, oh, look, those things.
Wait, what? He revealed Leyline. I don't know what the Leyline was for.
No, he thought, I think he
I know, but like, why is he playing Leyline?
Oh, I don't know. Couldn't
Again, another case of sideboard cards that just should have stayed in the sideboard.
Hey, here's this thing.
Yeah, that's a card.
It's probably going to get counterspelled is what's going to happen here.
I would let it go. Get a good view of his deck here. Yeah, I think we pretty much knew what it was.
Yeah. And nope, he doesn't.
See, so he brought in this ley line because he didn't want to get thought seized, and then his opponent never drew thought seized, but he did draw the ley line, so he effectively has thought seized himself by playing the ley line in his deck. Happens all the time.
This graveyard situation is really weirding me out.
Yeah.
Well, at least that thing doesn't die to bolt. That's good. It is power and toughness for snow permanents, right?
I believe so. Which is 5. Okay.
You know what that thing's name is?
Nope.
Alright, well, Mike could just murder him with the giant dude. Because he has nothing in hand now. Hey, look. Big ass dude.
What is this guy?
It's a Kraken.
Oh, it's the Kraken. Yeah.
It's a Kraken. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, what? Do you know the name of the treefolk? Is it Indomitable or something?
That sounds correct.
It is not. Huh? No. No. It is not Indomitable. They should have a feature where you can just search the most obscure contextual references.
Yeah.
Snow Tree Guy. Boom! There you go. Oh. Tim might be. Yep. Tim's dead.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, he wasn't gonna... He had his deck with his lightning bolts and stuff doesn't really deal well with 8/8s and 7/7s
Micah,
and stuff.
You're up a game, so let's take those really terrible cards out of your deck. Because they didn't do a damn thing. He is not, though. He is not taking them out. We hope you watch this back. Yes, please, please. Hey, look, Soul Guide Lanterns.
You know what? That's infinitely better than what you brought in before.
Any counter magic?
Why is Soul Guide Lantern in your deck?
Yeah, get rid of those damn
I'm
spheres.
hoping that he played that artifact and realized immediately that it was trash.
Or at least, you don't need 3, man. No, he's not cutting them. You fucking goose. Come on, dude.
But you know what? Tim is cutting that ley line. He's seen the light.
Good for Tim. I like that.
He's bringing in
Wear and tear?
wear and tear to deal with the artifact that's not good.
Oh, Micah, next level him. Take that shit out. Come on.
What are we doing, gentlemen? What are we doing?
Yeah, man. I mean, it would.
He had that Sahili that makes 1/1s.
The damping spear fucks him up a little bit.
Cut and Thought Scour, I just cannot get on board with this.
Yeah, Micah is committed to the damping sphere plan.
I actually really, really like the remand in this matchup. You get an opponent who's trying to cast 5-drops and shit. Like, to me, that's a card that does some work.
Okay, well, at least let's hope that Micah... I don't know, he probably didn't learn a lesson because he won. So he's probably like, ha, I got there, fuckers.
Yeah, I got there, so it must have been the right call. I literally won the turn after I played that terrible artifact, so the artifact must be good.
Yeah.
It did so much work that I don't even know about.
What did the work was this giant-ass tree dude.
Yeah, that did some work.
And Narfi. Well, he did keep a lane line in, it looks like, because there's one chilling right there.
Oh, has he got 2? Oh, my God. So, instant Thought Seize on himself because he's going to put this ley line out.
It doesn't look like Micah's Thought Seize and shit.
Yeah.
That is a terrible hand, though. He should probably bend that. That is such a do-nothing hand.
Has a cantrip, no?
No, I don't even think so.
No, okay. It's probably bad.
What does it have? Oh, it's got 2... Is that the blue and shaman?
So Tim's got this weird thing where it's got his payoffs. Oh my God, and he's got to play 2 ley lines. So he's already Thought Seized himself twice. This just looks so bad, right, John? Like from this view, like this is why this strategy doesn't really work out.
Okay, Micah has the 2-drop enchantment that scries whenever snow stuff comes in. I do like that.
Oh, we gotta get this. They are squared up here.
They are squared up. Squared up. I mean, you know, all the Thought Seizes are dead now, forever. But I don't know if that matters because...
Well, he's already down 2 cards, so
yeah.
You know, like he's already Thought Seized himself twice.
Now here, Micah needs.
He's got the Aria Flame too. The problem with his hand is he just has has Aria Flame and this, but he's got nothing to really turn them on.
What'll be a big boner is if Micah ends up getting that Force of Vigor, and after Tim plays the Aria, and him just like nuking both.
Yeah, and he's already got no spells to turn either of these on. He cut a Thought Scour, which just seemed atrocious to me.
Here's a Mirror Age thingy. Scry 1.
What is this? Oh, this is...
whenever it or another snow permanent comes in, you scry 1, and when you have X amount of snow permanents, it turns into Mirror Age.
Yeah, I think this might be the worst card in his deck.
I don't think it's that bad.
I'm not a fan of things that you play that all they do is scry. You never get your card back.
Well, I get that, but
if it ever turns into Merit Lage ever, then maybe we can revisit the conversation.
You get free selection every turn from that point on. And hey, look, I got a March out of his hand. So now he plays the other one that's in his hand.
Did he ever scry? I know he looked like he was going to.
That would still go on the stack. Yeah. He started to, and then I think he stopped when he entered it.
Okay. Yeah, that's his choice.
I want to know what the hell this thing is, man. What is this thing's name?
Yeah, it's some snow thing.
I'm pretty sure it untaps snow permanents. I thought it untapped him at his end step, but I guess I was wrong. I don't even know what it does if it doesn't untap him at
We should look at his deck sometime.
We did. He's shown us multiple times, but we're just, old and we forget things. Yep, need a better monitor back here so we can just know what's going on. Oh, it's going to eat a bolt, that's the thing.
Possibly, eventually.
Right now.
Oh, he gets to cast it. Yeah, that's right. Sure. 1 card in hand, the spell deck.
Alright, so here's your Damping Sphere. You like it so much. Play the Merit Lage thing and then play Damping Sphere. If you got it, you brought it in, you may as well fucking play it. You may as well play it.
If you're going to play Damping Sphere, your opponent's got 1 card in hand.
Yeah, you can just bend that consider. I don't think you need to consider. I guess it gets Nerfy in the grave. That's probably actually not bad. But you're fetching it away anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Keeping it in. Probably should fetch before you play that card.
All right, so he's going to get another scry off of the snowland. Trigger scry. That guy that just died, so you should probably just bin him because he's literally not doing anything. Now he's going to hold up an Ice Fang, but he doesn't need to hold anything up in this match because he needs to get aggressive. That's what won him the game, was putting things on the table.
Oh, God.
Okay, here's an image.
God, I hate this. I hate this play.
Well, here will be the test if it actually means anything.
Okay, well, he gets to gain a shit ton of life.
Yeah. Now, but he really... If he hits a Force of Vigor, that'll be hilarious. Oh, no.
Oh, he did. Oh, my God. Can he cast it? Can he cast it?
He's got an Ice Fang.
Oh, wow. This is so gross. Just do it.
Just do that, Micah. He can probably just hard cast it, too, I guess.
If he has green.
Yeah. Oof. Tim, you got. Now, does it have to be cast on his turn for free? Because it makes one force, isn't it?
Yeah, probably. I think that's true.
Yeah, you're doing his turn. Oh. Now he knows.
He does. I think it's still the same result.
It absolutely is. So now he can play a different card. You can actually play a card on his turn. What are you doing? Play your snow guy. Should have just played the... God damn it, Micah.
Maybe he was afraid of like mana leak or something like that.
He might have been, but may as well get that shit out of there. Oh, well. He's in a good position here. Well, unless Tim counters. Does Tim have a counter?
You know what's really going to piss me off is if Tim like cantrips into a counter spell and can't cast it, and so it's going to be like bias. Like, wow, this thing really did all this work.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, Micah totally should have stuck that Tree Folk guy. Because he could have.
Tim's deck doesn't look very good right now. I'm just going to say it for the record.
Okay. I thought he doesn't have this Tree Folk guy. My bad. I thought he had the Tree Folk guy.
No, I don't think he really had anything. I don't know what.
He has the Narfies.
I really don't have any idea what any of his cards do.
He's missing, he's got 2 Narfies, and he's got the big snow draw spell. So he's just off a mana.
Okay, so he's,
What he needed to do was hang on to that Consider instead of fetching. Because then it could have put... Well, no, never mind. I couldn't have put a Narfie in the grave. He's ready to get these Narfies out of his hand. Or just draw. He should be bidding
non-lands, right? Like if
yeah, absolutely. He has 3 5-mana spells in his hand. He needs to be digging into things that let him cast things. Yeah, he's getting all the shit out of Tim's hand. Hey, there it is. All right, big dude coming. Yeah, he could draw a bunch of cards first. I don't know. He's not in any kind of pressure, so pass and draw.
I would just get the beats on.
Get the beats on.
Yeah, especially like don't give Tim a spot where he can actually start collecting cards.
Sure.
You know,
absolutely, yeah. Yep. And what's nice is he doesn't. I mean, he has some exile effects, but it's a lot harder to exile stuff that costs 5 than that costs less than 5. You know, so. Prismatic's probably not going to exile that Narfie. March is not going to exile that Narfie. And now he can just bring in Narfies at instant speed. Which is, I'm going to have to assume, yep, Narfie. Brute. Oh, I think he could have left up his dude too, but he did not. Getting the beats on. Level up. Level up again. Taking a bunch.
Yeah, it takes a healthy 9 there.
Yeah. It was a good hit. All right. Now he seems to be in a pretty good position here. He's got counter spells. He's got snakes.
I would just keep doing this.
Don't even do that.
I would do this. I would do this. Make it. Yeah, I like this. I actually like this play.
Honestly, he can just reanimate it.
He can, but like I like the tempo of this play. You got him on a 1-turn clock now. Yep, that's a scoop.
All right.
So Lil Hume, after getting demolished in game 1, comes
Came
right back with some devastation of his own in games 2 and 3 and takes this one.
He got a little lucky game 2. Just because keeping such a risky fucking hand, Jesus, and it didn't go anywhere for so long. But the beach, the snow creatures, so that's the thing that seems to be the takeaway for the snow
Oh my
stuff.
God, Micah. He brought in the thing that counters a thing if it's cast from anywhere other than your hand.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
So, yeah, that doesn't do anything.
His copies aren't cast, Micah. Copies aren't cast.
They aren't. And even if they were, why would you bring anything that, like,
Counters a
gets
copy?
something that he got for free? Why would you spend a card for something? You need to stop him from getting there in the first place.
But, all in all, he did get there.
Yeah,
He got there, so.
Yeah,
but
I hate the fucking artifact. The artifact was...
No, that was bad. So the creatures all seem very good. The snow creatures are good.
Yeah.
So that's the takeaway here. Snow creatures are good. And he's got the right package to back him up. I think he still needs to work on his mana, but that's just cost. But that was beautiful, though.
Yeah,
and I think part
of the mana thing is he just wants all of his lands to be snow lands, and that's...
Well, he needs more fetches.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I'm saying about his mana base. I think he just doesn't have a lot of fetches.
Yeah.
He has a number. I don't think he has quite enough.
Those blue fetches can get kind of pricey.
They do. So, but anyway, congratulations to Lil Hume on pulling that out.
So that was a nice little comeback there.
We have some things to say about the sideboarding, but I have
on both sides. On both sides. I tell you what, you know, I've said it a million times. I obsess about it, but we saw in that game 3 exactly why I hate the white ley line.
Yeah.
And to fight hand disruption, he played 2 of those out of his hand to begin the game. So he started on his like self-imposed mulligan to 5. Well, Hugh never drew a thought seize ever, and so they didn't do anything except make him start the game with 2 less cards.
Yeah.
And put him at risk of drawing the 3rd copy. You know, like it's just a bad idea. It's a bad idea. Don't bring in, unless you're a combo deck that just loses to hand disruption. Don't bring in ley lines for hand disruption.
Right.
Leave it for burn or whatever.
Yeah, leave it for a match that you will just
Restore.
It's going to just win the game.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Not that it's going to kind of help. It has to just completely cripple your opponent.
Yeah,
that's when it makes the most sense.
Because, like, keep in mind, like, if you have this, if you play 1, or like let's say in his case, he played 2 out. If he would stranded 2 thought seizes in Lil Hume's hand, that's not even good enough, right? Like, that's just what you would have done anyway. He would have taken 2 cards.
Right.
You took 2 cards from yourself. You need like 4. You need to strain like 4 hand disruption spells in their hand to actually make that worth it.
Not really. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was only running like 1 Thoughtseize the way it
looked.
looked.
Yeah, he has a playset, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
But yeah, I think he has exactly a playset of Thoughtseize.
All right, so we're going to end the rant there, but I promise you that I will bitch about the white ley line again at some point. Probably not tonight, unless somebody...
It feels like it's probably at least once a month it comes up.
Yeah, I really hate it. I've hated it for a long, long time. It's like, I'm not saying the card is terrible, but I think that people play it terribly.
Yeah, I think that's true for a lot of cards overall.
Yeah, sideboard cards especially.
I think, sideboard, and the same thing applies to Damping Sphere. Because, while, okay... Mike is looking at a spell deck. The idea of it slowing down a cantrip spell deck, it makes sense. It makes sense. But, the thing that people don't forget about a card that's symmetrical is what does it do to you, and what does it really, really do against them? Because, with that card, with Pyromancer stuff, they're copying the thing. So it might make it take longer for them to get there, but they're still going to get there. Yeah. And then once they do, it doesn't even do anything.
The real gem here was the force of vigor. That was the real that was the real winner.
And Micah got lucky on that timing, which I fucking foreshadowed. How hilarious would it be? And bajoom, right there.
Yeah. That was a good call.
And so you don't like the Merit Lage thing? I actually think it's. I don't think it's bad.
I don't like it. No, I don't.
You don't like anything that just scries, but
I don't like anything that doesn't give you a card back. I don't like that. That's why I hate it just as much as I hate. It did about as much work as the white ley lines. Like, it's a card that he played.
It did more than that.
Did not turn into a card.
It did more than that. It helped him. It was free selection every turn after. It was selection the turn.
It's not free selection. It cost him a card. It was like Scry 4 or something like that.
Sure. I mean,
Scry 4 is not worth a card to me.
Yeah, I don't think
He paid 2 mana to scry 4.
If you want to make the in this economy statement, I'll agree with you. In this economy, it may be too much.
Oh, what other economy would we be talking about?
Well, no, I'm just saying with the modern, where modern's at right now. Like, you can make that bitch about that card, absolutely. I think as the card is designed, I don't think it's that bad. Because it does give you something later, and it still interacts.
It doesn't give you anything later. It's nobody has ever made a Merit Lage with that card that I've seen. Like I've never seen it. I don't know how you turn it into Merit Lage.
You just have 10 snow permanents. That's all that it takes.
Don't you just win if you have 10 snow permanents?
I mean, most likely. I'm just saying. Like, to me, I like engines, and it's an engine that is not drawing you cards, but it's still selection, and it's very low to the ground. It costs nothing.
Is it Scry or is it Surveil?
It's Scry. They don't put Surveil on anything.
See, if it was Surveil, I'd like it better with his deck because he can get stuff back.
Yeah,
so.
For sure. That would be fucking amazing.
I'm just saying. I'm not in love with it.
There's probably better things. I'm sure there are better things, but I don't. Of the things that he could be playing, keeping the thematic basis of his deck, I think it's fine. And it to me, it rides that line of like, I can keep my theme by playing this card. And it's not like completely destroying what your deck does by keeping a card on theme. You know? Like, there are a lot worse things you could do by trying to maintain a theme. There's a lot of dog shit you could play to maintain a theme, and I don't think that card is quite that bad. And of course, there's probably something better. Of course. You just play any of the pile of good cards in Modern.
You know what I would think would be better? There's this new card. It's Dimir, and you draw 2, discard a card. Unless you
that would actually be really good in his deck.
It'd be really good. That would be a good card. Yeah. And you know what? You get your card back immediately.
It would require his mana base to be probably a little bit tighter because it is
but think about in that game, right? He actually had the mana to cast that, and he could have drawn 2 to hit that 3rd land that he kept missing, and discarded one of the Narfies.
Talking about stuff out of the new set, that fucking bird that whenever somebody plays their second spell, you.
Oh, that thing's really good. It's been seeing some play. I've seen online.
That would just be good in there because that's just
if you have to draw 2 cards in a turn, right?
No, the second card a player is drawn in a turn.
Yeah,
it triggers off you and them.
Yeah.
So
just like as a sideboard card against opponents who draw cards.
I mean, he draws cards. Yeah, he doesn't draw that many cards.
He doesn't draw that many cards.
He scries. He could use a few more.
It'd be good if he put the card that I was talking about in there instead of the scry engine.
Yeah. I mean, almost every opponent's playing.
But it's not a snow. It's not a snow creature. It is a good creature. That 1/3. I tell you what, the thing I like about that 1/3 is it immediately becomes a 2/4 when you trigger it once, and a 2/4 is good enough to stop those rascally Darcys that you see floating around. So. Yeah.